Hi everyone, welcome to Heart-Centered Tarot. As always, my name is Marina and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. So, this was a video that I was supposed to do yesterday. Um, However, computer issues, technical issues, there's stuff going on, and finally I just got to the point that I said, it'll have to wait. It'll have to wait. So, you're getting the Sunday reading on Monday. Hmm, It's all right. It's up there. We should be out of this energy fairly soon. So yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to being out of this. The what is it? Mars, the North Node, and Uranus. I think. Anyway, it's yeah, just all kinds of weird things. I don't know if you've noticed it, but drivers are a little more aggressive. I've had problems with my phone, which normally I don't have, but it's like it lost all my email. So I was trying very hard to figure out where it had gone, what had happened, and all that good stuff. And I'm just going to take this and just, here we go. Okay, that's a little better. So anyway, um, got my son to look at it to see, hi Maria, to see, if there was anything he could do. He tried, couldn't quite fix it. So I thought, well, I finally said to him, never mind, don't worry about it. The next day, I'm planning on going down to the mall to see where my um, cell phone carrier is, and I was just planning on giving them the phone and saying, fix it. Well, it's a good thing I checked before I went down there to get them to fix it because it worked fine. Nothing, nothing had changed. Anyway, so we should be out of this by definitely by later on this evening, if not by now. And then whatever remnants are there over the next, you know, week or 10 days, it'll be gone. So I'm looking forward to getting back to life as normal as it can be. So what I wanted to do was let you know about some upcoming collaborations that I'm going to be doing with readers that I really like and admire. So, and all the information is going to be down in the description if you wanted to check out the channels, and I really hope that you do because they're just fantastic. So I have to consult my notes. Either August 6th or 7th. I'm not exactly sure. We still have to firm up a time and a definite date. But I'll be hosting Nine from Nine's Corner. And if you haven't checked out her YouTube channel, check it out. She is just, oh, I just want to roll her in sugar. She's just adorable. Um, then on next Monday, August the 8th at 2 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, I will have the amazing Sheila from Celtic Tarot, Sheila. And when I first started the channel after I'd had it for a while, and I reached out to a couple of readers, Sheila was the first one that got back to me and said, yes, I'd love to have you on my channel. So she kind of um, assisted in my being very comfortable in sort of doing this, and she's just love her energy and whatnot. So I am thrilled that she is going to be on my channel. Okay, so and again, you can find her the link to, I think I did it right, but you can find the link below in the description. But it's Tarot, Sheila. And then on August the 22nd at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, I will have the lovely Shay from Bathrobe Tarot. And he will be joining me and doing readings with me. So I am uh, very, very thrilled. I'm very, very happy to have him. Um, so yes, by all means, on check out those dates. Come and join us. Okay, bring your questions. You know, the political, the current events, spirituality, anything like that. And for these, no personal questions, please. It's kind of hard to read on those. Okay, that having been said, I will also have Phoebe from Tarot Between Sisters back again in the next couple of weeks. And yeah, this time we decided we're going to do it on on a day when neither one of us has anything sort of pressing before the actual taping. So I will have her back again, and she's just an amazing reader. She's an amazing medium and a very dear friend. So, okay, for those of you that are interested in having a personal reading, by all means, I'd love to hook you up. Again, if you look down in the description, you'll get the information on how to get in touch with me. I'll be more than glad to send you out whatever you need. And also, if you go through my videos, and there's one in particular, and it has a bunch of little, thought bubbles and whatnot in the picture, and it is called personal reading comments. And you can go in there and check out what other people who I've given readings to have said about my readings. So go in there, check it out. If it sounds like it might be something that you could be interested in, get in touch with me, and we'll set something up, and we'll do your personal reading at that time. So, all right, I did want to take a look, and if any of you that are here, if you do have a question, by all means, pose your question. I did sort of want to focus in on a couple things, and before I do that, first and foremost, my little reading prayer, as some of you may know. If you'd like to join me, please do so. If it's not your cup of tea, that's fine. Concentrate on something that brings you joy. Okay, so deep breath in and out. I call on my guides, ancestors, angels, and ascended masters to protect me as I receive and deliver these messages from Universal Spirit. May this reading and the messages provided be guided by and delivered with love, clarity, and truth. Reveal to me what should be known now, and keep from me what should remain secret. Guide me to always manifest the highest possible good for myself, my spiritual family, and humanity at large. Amen. Okay, alrighty. So, first thing I'm going to do is pull a couple oracle cards for us, because we are really kind of living through a little muck. And it's important that we, try to keep our vibration high and, kind of not get down with it. So I thought I would just check in and see what messages the universe wants to bring forth before I actually get into some of the questions that I've got. Okay, what do you have? What do you have? Celestial, assistance, and birthing. Okay. Yeah, that that really explains a lot. Um, what I'm getting from this is that we are definitely being guided, each one of us, by not only spirit, but the universe, the collective, the one. Um, we are being guided and we are being given assistance to get through this time, and it is a little bit of a challenging time, but you know what? Um, anything worth having um, is worth sort of a little bit of a challenge. And it's funny with the birthing card. The first sort of thing that popped into my head was, and any of you ladies who are mothers and will appreciate this. When leading up to the birth, when you first start the labor, it slowly gets more and more and more intense. And it gets to the point that you just honestly think that, no, I cannot tolerate another 5 seconds, let alone anything else. And the minute that baby is born and you hear its first cry and it's breathing, if someone said to you, okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, what was the pain like? You really, you don't remember. It's like, don't ask me questions. Get out of the way. I need to bond with my child, right? So yes, while you're going through it, it's not always pleasant, but what you achieve at the end is definitely worthwhile. So we are being guided by our celestial beings. We are being given assistance as we go through this process. And that, I think that's key to remember, is that we're not doing this alone. We are being guided. So I think this is just absolutely fantastic. All right. So let me look at the tarot cards. And one of the things that I wanted to look at is, um, and I honestly I didn't have the time to look up the link and include it here, but I'm sure that you could find it for yourself. But apparently, I saw a little video yesterday, um, that a fellow reader and light worker shared with me, and it was from New York City, and it was a public service announcement on what to do in case of a nuclear attack. And it was like, are you kidding? Are you serious? Like, what? So yeah, listening to this, half of me thought that maybe this was something from like the 1940s, and they were kind of going to talk about it and show the pictures of the kids underneath the desk practicing. No, this was like current, and we all sort of thought, why? What an odd time to be putting out, apparently, a public service announcement on what to do in case of a nuclear attack. Um, and one of the key things was, yeah, tune into your local um, news outlets or stations. Up until now, the media hasn't really proven that they're all that trustworthy. So, anyway, I just thought I would take a look at the cards and see, was this for real, um, or is this somebody's idea of a sick joke? Like, okay, what fell out? Okay, well, the cards that, oh, okay, there's 4 of them. The cards that fell out were the Ten of Swords, the 9 of Pentacles, the 4 of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. Huh. You know, this feels very much like, hey, Teresa, this feels very much like someone's idea of, yeah, a sick joke. And what came to mind, just kind of looking at these cards, was Trump and a Trumpian little force trying a last ditch effect to get him back into power. They're going to come in from Mar-a-Lago, and they're going to want to, quote unquote, save the day, or what. It's mind-blowing at the sheer lunacy of it, honestly, honest to God. The Ten of Swords, that's the, yeah, stab in the back, kind of the last, yeah, the last ditch effort of the, it's kind of like the final FU. You know what I mean? Yeah. As after you've been fired and you've been told that you're being escorted off the premises, your services are no longer required, and this is kind of your way of saying, yeah, well, F you. Right? He thinks, and a couple of his buddies think, that this is just a great plan, because, my gosh, you can't attack New York. They're talking about it in Mar-a-Lago, and they're deciding, yeah, let's do this real quick. This is the night that just kind of charges ahead, full speed ahead. But this is also legal issues. So it could be, yeah, you know what, I can't appear in New York to be deposed because there's threat of a nuclear attack. Like, the man is so delusional that yeah, that's what I'm getting. So yeah, there is not a part of me that feels any fear, or something bad happening. It's just, yeah, somebody's twisted, sick idea of a joke, and it's not funny. It's not funny, and I hope that they are exposed for that, because that, oh, that's a nasty energy, that is. Okay. The other thing that I wanted to take a look at was the flooding in Kentucky. It's really bad. It is really bad, and for all those people. Yeah. Hey, Tracy. For all those people in Kentucky that are climate change deniers, or listen to some of their leaders who say, there's no such thing as global warming and whatnot. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe now you're willing to listen. This, yeah, we we really truly have to be conscious of what we're doing to Mother Earth, or she is gonna react. She's gonna, you know, as any mother would, when you attack her home, when you try to attack, her children. Yeah, she's gonna turn into a bear and she's coming after you, and that's what Guy is doing right now. So, uh, is there going to be relief for the flooding in Kentucky? Are people kind of waking up to the reality? All right, tell me what I need to know here. Yeah, coming in, the 8 of Wands. We've got 6 of Wands. Yeah, here we go with the Knight of Swords, fast and furious. The 7 of Swords and the Magician. Okay, all right. So people are waking up to the reality of what is happening with the climate change. They are starting to put 2 and 2 together. They're starting to get that's what it is. Their leaders, however, are coming in fast and furious with the no, 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 that's not what it is. It's, the, I don't know, blame it on Bigfoot. It's Joe Biden's fault, whatever. Okay. They're coming in. This is the sort of a thief in the camp, right? This is the unseen enemy that kind of works behind the scenes. And that's a lot of the GOP who are denying what's going on, and now being faced with, you can't deny how much of Kentucky is underwater. You can't deny how many people have died. Um, how many people have lost everything. You can't deny that anymore. So, yeah, they're going to try to spin. They're going to try to spin a really good story, but I don't think that this is going to work. I think people are waking up to the idea. And let me just see what's at the. Yeah, okay. So the Five of Swords is at the bottom. Um, yeah, the walking away. They are ultimately going to have to admit that this is a problem, and that collectively they're going to have to do something about it. So, okay, well, at least, you know what? They're getting it. They're getting it, which is that's the main part, right? It's like you can't help an alcoholic until they admit that they have a drinking problem. So, but the yeah, change is coming fast for the people. So I think that there is going to be some relief for them. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Okay. Um, Also, I want to take a look at Serbia and Kosovo. So, for those of you that maybe don't know, Kosovo is an independent sort of nation um, that borders on Serbia. It was part of Serbia, and there is one section. Well, Serbia has refused to recognize that it is an independent anything, and there is a northern section of Kosovo that is primarily Serbian, and they absolutely want to um, to side with Serbia and so on and so forth. And yeah. Hey, Randy. So what the people in Kosovo want. Oh, hold on, just a sec. I have to. There's posting here, and I have to put on my glasses to read that. Tracy, I cannot stay, but I did want to come in and give you a thumbs up. Oh, thank you, Tracy. That's very nice. Very nice. And seems like the world is getting nuttier by the day. Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, Randy. Absolutely. Yeah. And reminds me of the I think it's a Chinese proverb or saying whatnot about we live in interesting times. Yeah, we do. We live in interesting times. But okay, so as I was saying, Kosovo being independent. Um, oh my gosh. Okay, let me backtrack a little bit. Because Serbia doesn't recognize the Kosovo as independent, and because there's traffic that flows through Kosovo to and from Serbia and to um, other nations there, um, Serbia will just shut down the borders. They get their trucks and whatnot, and they just the roads that lead up to the borders, they just absolutely shut them down until whatever it is that they want, they get. And Kosovo has said, I don't think so. Okay, that was supposed to be Mazel Tov. Yeah, I get you. So Kosovo wants um, anyone who lives in Kosovo, including the Serbs that are up in the north, to have license plates that reflect Kosovo instead of Serbia. That's kind of where the argument is. And you know there's nothing worse than someone who digs their heels in simply because they want to throw a temper tantrum. um, it's a license plate. It's not life and death. You're not deciding on you know shutting off life support to someone. But yeah, they make it into a big deal because everything. I mean, I'm all about civic pride and all that, but you know what? Give it a rest. Give it a rest. So, is there going to be an easing of um, of tensions on the borders with Kosovo and Serbia? Yeah, we don't need anything to spark there again. Okay. Death card. Magician. We've got the Six of Pentacles. We've got Temperance. And we've got the Fool. Okay. The first thing I notice is I've got 4 out of 5 cards here, and they're major arcana. Okay. So this is important. This is kind of a pay attention moment. So death doesn't always mean like a physical death, right? It could be a physical death, but it's also the death of an idea, um, or the ending of something. And sometimes you need to have an ending before you can have a new beginning, right? In this case, um, because the death card is followed by the magician card, or it should be this way, that tells me that there are forces that are working behind the scenes to ensure that this does not turn into something more volatile than it needs to be. I think cooler heads are coming in to prevail, and um, there is a group of individuals who are talking to both sides, um, and explaining, yeah, the need for temperance, the need to work together, and what the pitfalls of, what the pitfalls are if you just dig your heels in, just because, you know. Hey, Tammy. Hi from Wayneville, Alberta. Hi from Calgary. So they are pointing out um, the the foolishness of what what they're arguing about, right? Um, and I think that those individuals are absolutely, they're um, they're making sense to both sides. They're concentrating on what both sides have in common more than what separates them. So um, I think the outcome is good. I think that they are, tensions are certainly going to come down, and yeah, there's going to be an agreement reached that is going to be relatively acceptable to both parties, which is what kind of needs to be. And like I said, it's we're talking about license plates. Like, in the grand scheme of things, the the Earth is in a heat wave. There are um, weather patterns that are just absolutely atrocious, and we're going to close down roads because I want to have a Serbian license plate rather than one that says Kosovo on it. All the things to worry. Okay. Hey, thanks for being here with me. This is really nice. I really enjoy having you folks around, and I like knowing that you're there. And don't forget, for those of you that are new, that are maybe here for the first time, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like button, and the little bell, and that way you'll know whenever I post. Um, and also for those of you that came in late, go into the description and you'll see notice of upcoming collaborations that I'm going to be doing in August. There might be one or two more. Well, there's definitely one more than what I have listed on there. We just haven't figured out a time and date. But I'm going to have 9 from Nine's Corner, either August 6th or 7th. We're just trying to nail down a time. I'm going to have Sheila from Celtic Tarot, Sheila, on Monday, the 8th of August. And on the 22nd of August, I'll be hosting Mr. Danny Shay from Bathrobe Tarot. And I'm thrilled to bits. So make sure that you check out their channels, make sure that you subscribe to them, make sure that you come by on those days. We're going to be doing the political, spiritual, current events, that kind of stuff. So, you know, don't don't let me down. Just come. all the cool kids are coming. Okay, so just come. Okay, now the um, one of the things that I kind of oh, perfect, Tammy. Yeah, they're great. They really, really are. Um, is Wait, before I go any further. Okay, let me check. Okay, it is Tammy. It just occurred to me that I might be saying your name wrong. So, um, one of the things that has come up recently with myself and with some of my um, fellow spiritual people, for those of you that don't know, um, generally, well, not generally, pretty much every Sunday I get together with a group of tarot readers, mediums, clairvoyants, um, I Ching readers, um, Reiki masters. That there's a group of us that gather together, and we usually gather um, at a pub here in Calgary, and we'll socialize for a little bit, and then we open it up, and we'll do free readings for anyone that comes in that would like to have a reading. It's our way to give back um, to the universe. It's our way of saying thank you for the gifts that we have and whatnot. And it's also our way of keeping our energy as high as we possibly can, because we really, really need that, especially now. And one of the things that we have all come across is um, the feeling that it is time um, to kind of clear out the the superfluous, clear out the unnecessary, the unimportant, the um, anything that doesn't benefit you or bring you joy. You need to kind of look at it and say, okay, why is this here? Why am I holding on to that? Not only with possessions, but sometimes even with people in our lives where, um, we the best thing that we can do for a relationship and for our own advancement is to end a relationship. Um, it doesn't have to be bad. You can send people away and just send them away with light and love. I release you to follow your path wherever that might lead you. Um, and then I release myself from that connection so that I can carry on my path. So um, yeah, with if we all focus on making time in our life, or um, having a place that we can go to where we can connect with spirit, whatever name you want to call it by, right? Um, we are all part of the collective. We are all part of the one. No one is more important than anyone else, right? Um, so the more that we can connect to that source, the higher vibration that we give off, and the more that others join us in that vibration. That's how we lift the world. That's how we heal Mother Earth. That's how we heal each other. Um, when we concentrate on what we have in common versus what separates us. So, and I mean, just look at all the divisiveness and the anger and animosity coming out of the US, that they're that kind of anger is not only is it not good for you health wise, it's not good for your soul. It's definitely not good for your soul. Where we should be able to agree to disagree. We should be able to have a lively discussion on varying points of view. But that doesn't mean that at the end of the day, um, I have to win so that you lose. And if you win and I lose, then, well, I'm just going to go get a weapon and I'm going to kill you. Like, that kind of emotion is, it, not only is it awful, it's toxic. It doesn't serve you well. So we've got to get rid of it. Okay. Speech is over. Speech is over. Sorry. Every once in a while, I kind of have to get on my little soapbox and I have to say, look, come on, kids, let's play together. Let's play nice. But you know what? If you're here, if you're listening, if you're into what I'm selling, then yeah, you understand. You understand. So, um, what what do we need to focus on the most to raise our energy? Right? If there was one thing, hey, Prina, if there was one thing that we really have to um, concentrate on, what is it? Oh, you know what? I'll try these first. Uh, the burden. Yeah, it's it's a heavy burden to carry that kind of negative energy, right? The Ace of Pentacles, the abundance. There is enough for everyone. There is enough for everyone if we but share what we have. Okay. Three of Cups. We are here to learn how to get along, how to celebrate, how to be happy for other people's happiness. We're here to get along. The Hermit. Yeah. We need to take a little bit of time to reflect on things and kind of look inward. Be ready to hear the messages that Spirit is sending. And the Queen of Wands. Okay. Yeah. She knows the way to go. She knows the way to go. So the burden that we carry is too much for us to carry alone. So if we work together, and if we work together on sharing the wealth, okay, that's maybe where I'm getting this this Ace of Pentacles. It's not right that such a small percentage of the population holds so much wealth. Especially when people are suffering. They need to, there needs to be more more equality, a little more of the sharing of the wealth. I think if we took all the millionaires and billionaires of the world and counted up all the money that they had and divided it all equally amongst every person on the planet, I think that we would find that there is more than enough for everyone to live comfortably, safely, to um, to be happy, to find joy. So you have $49 billion. So what? What are you doing with that money? You're accumulating more. What for? What is it that you're working towards? What is it out there that costs $50 billion that you need that extra billion? Like, okay. So I think what, what we need to concentrate on the most with this is to make sure that we share equally. Yeah, absolutely share equally. Okay. All right. Um, let me put these. I'm going to put the tarot cards away, and I'm going to draw some of the oracle cards. Oh, don't you hate it when your mind decides to go on a little vacation and forgets to tell you that it's leaving? Yeah, welcome to my world. And yeah, Prina, that's true. And Albanians have been through a lot. Okay, I'm going to put those away. And okay, what do we need to concentrate on, Spirit? What is it that is, what's the one thing that binds us all together? What's the one thing that we all have in common that we want to preserve, that we want to see succeed? What is it that we need to concentrate on to get through this? Okay. One card. Just give me one card. Oh, okay, so I'm supposed to pick. All right, there we go. Surfacing. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Voice is at the bottom. Yeah. Okay. So our voices, our collective voices, need to come to the surface. We need to express what we need to express to one another, rather than um, sort of hold it in, not say anything, whatnot. Just, we need to talk. That's what we need to do, folks. We need to talk. It's okay. You have a different point of view than I do. Um, and truly be open to hearing what the other person has to say, right? And you're listening when you can absorb the words, and when you can be comfortable with hearing the uncomfortable. Ego gets in the way when you're looking at the other person, you're making eye contact, and you can see that their lips are moving, but you're already formulating an argument in your head so that you miss every second or third word that they've said because you're too busy thinking of how you're going to contradict what they have said. That's not listening. Um, that's not participating in a discussion. That is ego getting in the way, trying to prove that you are right. And if you are wrong, if you are right, then that means the other person is wrong. And your job is to convince them how wrong they are. Mm-mm. I don't think so. Okay, folks, I am dying of the heat here. It is just mind-boggling. And yeah, I noticed the last few videos that Nina did from Nina's Corner is she's doing her videos late at night outside, and I thought, brilliant idea, absolutely. Unfortunately, I don't have the lighting out there that outside that I could do that. But oh boy, if I did. Absolutely, I would be out there, in the breeze and whatnot. But as it is, I am temporarily now sort of stuck in my bedroom while I try to find that one spot in the house that is going to work for me doing the videos. So thank you so much for being here. I love knowing that you're here. Um, any comments that you have, leave comments below. I do respond to all of them. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. You can share the video, right? You can pass out my information to people that you think might benefit by it, right? And if you're in the Calgary area or close to the Calgary area and you'd like to know um, where we meet on Sundays and where you can come down and maybe get a free reading. And well, of course, it's going to be a free reading, but if you'd like to come down and get um, get a little more familiar with some of the people that I sort of work with, by all means, you send me an email and I'll tell you where we're going to be and when. And then, you can stop by, you can, share a meal with us, you can have a beverage with us, and then you have your pick. Who you want to get a reading from, what kind of a reading you want. You can get multiple readings if that's your thing. If you want to, try out a tarot reader, and if you want to, um, you might there might be messages coming through from one of your ancestors, deceased relative that the medium can share with you. Anyway, you send me an email and I will let you know where we are. And then you can come down. And if you'd like to book a reading, the contact information is in the description below. And I'll send you the info. And if you want to check out, see what others have said about my readings, then you go down, just check the videos. You might go down a little bit. There's one, and the name of the video is Personal Reading Comments. And you can go in there and look around, see what others have said. So, oh, who is that? Miss Sharon. Hey, haven't seen you in a long time. You came just as I was saying goodbye. So, anyway, that's all the news that is the news. So don't forget to check out the in the description below. That'll give you the dates of the upcoming collaborations, contact information, and so on. And thank you for being here. And I will see you either on the 6th or 7th, if not before then. And let's all hope for a little bit of a breeze. Sun in the areas that are getting too much rain, rain in the areas that are getting too much sun, and just sort of an evening of everything up there. So, that having been said, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Take care.